Welcome everyone to the World Race Awards. We have 3 categories to look at. We've got a few videos for each category, and we're going to get you guys, the commenters, to vote on your favourites of each category, and the winners will be whatever their thing is. So we're starting with the ultimate stunt driver. So this is for people that have done stunts either intentionally or by accident that have just looked amazing on screen. So, you know, we'll see who everyone's favourite is. So this is, all these videos are in slow motion. This is Chase Fox landing on Norton and Cobalt, and then managing to still overtake them while doing the same. Beautiful work. This one here is Cobalt's Wipeout, where he just bounces back perfectly and just continues racing as if nothing ever happened. We got 2 perspectives on this one, so plenty of opportunity to see what's going on and just how flawless that track manga keeps going. Animax claiming the first victory of the season, airborne, just completely airborne, flying through the finish line. Any mistake there would have cost him that race. For this one, Shooby hits the track and then still manages to somehow just keep flying and land on top of it. Miresan was in 11th at one point in this race, and he passed so many people by doing this, just jumping over the top and then landing down in front of them. There's no way to stop someone passing you if they just fly over the top. Red Raptor is probably the only person in the league that I saw do a barrel roll. He actually did that barrel roll twice on laps 2 and 3. Just showing off. Next we have Cobalt sticks the landing. Honestly, this is just a pure fluke and has to be one of my biggest highlights from the entire series personally, just because this is insane. Hit by 1, 2, 3 cars, sticks it, and then falls off the track, and sticks it again. And then we have Cobalt again with, is that a cut? And you be the judge, is this a cut? I don't think it is. I don't think I actually technically went over the gap. If there was an invisible wall there, I would have been just driving on it. Next we have the category for biggest wipeout. A lot of people crashed here. All throughout the season, we got some big crashes. That's good to just see that. First we have Cobalt getting thrown off the barrier. I think that was like the first major crash of the season that wasn't Milestone related. Shooby tipping all by himself. Absolutely no one to blame but his own car. Smoke gets completely removed from the race here by Animax. Just that little touch is enough to throw him off the track and put him into the wall. It's amazing he managed to come back and finish second. Skybox accidentally used the boost before the loop, so we get to see him fall off here. Just an unfortunate situation. And then later on, from Animax's perspective, there's Skybox crashing. Here, Corpseless gets wrecked by Shooby and tries to fix himself, but it doesn't quite work out in his favour. Up on 2 wheels on his side, just trying to put it back, and he goes too far. You actually see him like up in the air for a moment there. I don't know what happened in that little frame that we didn't see him. Again, this one looks like no one nudges him, but Animax does just roll over, and then everyone nudges him and he manages to bounce his way off the edge. On the first corner of the track, this just was not Animax's race. Even here, just poor landing, and like he landed perfectly flat, but that's too flat apparently. There's a few cars that got bounced from bad landings on this track, and like they look fine, and you just get thrown. So it's just a bit of the physics engine, just tossing people straight in the hole. Couldn't even keep going, just straight in that hole. Shooby straight over the barrier there. That's the tall barrier and everything, and just got ruined. Miresan pushes Jota off the edge, but this was when he started his winning streak, so I guess teammates didn't matter there. Gambler getting thrown by Gary, and there's the Beetle just rolling itself. That thing will roll for no reason. Zeno here just hits this flag and just ruins his car. And again, Animax hitting a flag. So we've got a couple of videos where these flags just get in the way. Why are these flags solid? They shouldn't be. He barely touched it, and it just sent that RDO2 flying. Here we have Edward throwing Turbo Zeno off the track. Shooby up on two wheels again. Solid Muscle is just not a two-wheel vehicle. Very few vehicles are. There's some friendly fire between Shooby and Norton. The comms for that were great if anyone ever gets their hands on the footage. Here's the great Den Miresan just not sticking a landing. Here, Den bounces off the flag and just clips Cetus enough to just ruin that car. And then puts him in the red too, so he has no speed, no acceleration to get out of there. We're on to our last category, the third category, Milestone's Most Hated. So these are the people that got screwed over by the glitches in this game. First we have Smoke just getting launched into the sky. Quite an unfortunate turn of events there. Just thrown. Not even sure what happened. Here, Den Miresan lags backwards, which just hits Gambler in the front and stops his car dead. And what, 6 cars pass him? Here's Cetus being Yeetus. Just getting thrown into the stratosphere for no reason whatsoever. Just a bit of a crash there with Jota. We get it from all the perspectives. Look at that, he nearly gets back onto the top section of track. That's crazy. For this one, we're going to pause it just because I want to go back and express why this counts as a Milestone Most Hated and not a Wipeout. Because if you look here, I am the other culprit. I'm the culprit in this situation. I could see that I was going off, and I actually aimed for the gap. And it does cut so we don't see that part, but I absolutely, from my perspective, I made that gap. I didn't hit anyone. But on Jota's screen, because of latency, I did take him out. So that was rough and unfortunate, but that was purely just because of some latency issues there. Now, this is the last one. This is another latency one here. So there is Cobalt, who absolutely is fighting Animax on this screen. However, on my screen, without latency, I've already moved in front of Animax, and I am just ahead of him. So it is only for everyone else that I'm there. Myself on my screen, I'm here, not crashing into anyone. And the game decides to not correct that until we hit the air. And when it does that, I get sent into Animax, who gets sent into Gambler, and everyone just gets thrown through the sky. Just because suddenly my car moved. That's all the videos, guys. Let us know your favorites. We'll hand out the awards for the ultimate stunt driver, the biggest Wipeout, and Milestone's Most Hated. Just a bit of a fun video, just for people to have fun. There's not really any reward for this. It's just a title that you'll get in the Discord server. So go for it, guys. Vote for your favorites. Yeah, who did the best stunt? Who had the biggest crash? And who does Milestone just hate?